It's Falls Eagles going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Foles. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Adrian Claiborne able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Foles eluding the pressure right, and some room to maneuver, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for, but this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now Foles muscles him off. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll start out on the ground with a J. Jay's gonna go. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. He'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big run there by Freeman. 41 yards. So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Freeman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Now it's Freeman. And an alley to run. And Freeman lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On third down, Ryan. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Timmy Jernigan in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They'll get 23 yards there. And it'll give the Falcons a first down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Let's go.
This is Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Fletcher Cox. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
It's good to be the kicker for the top offense in the NFL, and Matt Bryant was that in 2016. Led the league in scoring with 158 points, but boy, does Atlanta find him valuable. So dependable and clutch.
And he's been valuable in this league for a while. Hard to believe he's been around since 2002. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking here. They've got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Now it's Ajayi looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A minute 50. To go in this first half of play. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. First throw now for the backup Wentz. Being chased out left. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 46 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Throwing again. Ryan. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll begin the drive with a Ajayi. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wentz to throw on second down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
In motion right is Jones. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A quick give to Coleman, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Sanu, the man in motion left. Now a handoff looking right. But a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Sanu, the man in motion left. Now they try the right side here. Room here to run. stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On the give, this is Coleman, the fullback, down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Freeman again, a first down carry. He's to the 10. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On 2nd down, Freeman. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan dancing to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll run it. Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. On first down, Wentz steps away to his left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. Forced out to his left. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right. And he's got room. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 9 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Jones will come now in motion right. On third down. That's Freeman. And they showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Here's Matt Bosher now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner,